this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm going to make a layout that I first didn't want to show you because I think it's a less good layout. But then again, at the same time I wanted to show you the photos that are on this layout. So sometimes you make less good layouts, and I really feel that after a while those layouts can turn out pretty good when they have kind of matured in the album for a while. But I wasn't pleased when I was done, and I originally didn't want to show you this one because it was not what I had hoped for. Anyway, the 4 photos that I'm going to piece together on this page are of me painting watercolor paintings during our vacation. Outside the little apartment that we rented, there was like a garden table with chairs, and it was just a perfect place to spend time in the shade and adventure into the wonderful world of art. And I had brought with me my watercolors and a bunch of watercolor paper, one paintbrush, and a catalog, or a postal ordering catalog for a clothes brands that I enjoy and purchase from. And my mission was, I want to paint, and I want to get better at painting faces. So I looked through that clothes catalog, and I decided on a face, and then I sketched it out with like a pencil on the watercolor paper, and then I tried to color with my watercolors so that it would look as the photo. That was my method, and I must say that it was extremely hard, but at the same time I got better. The first faces that I did, they look almost like cartoonish. I have too much I'm working too much with lines instead of just adding shades and colors. And at the end of our week's vacation, I felt that I had learned so much just by doing. Learning by doing is a beautiful method of getting better at something. I have 3 photos of myself. I asked hubby to take these ones for me, and then there's one photo of all the faces that I painted. I laid them out on the floor and just stood over them taking a photo straight above, and that's the 4th photo. The floral that I'm working on is from Cocoa Vanilla. This is a rather unknown brand, I think, in the mainstream scrapbooking world. They are from Australia, and they make these wonderful papers. And I don't know if you work like this, but I totally get obsessed with things from time to time. And I've also the last couple of years I've started to kind of understand this when it's happening to me. Before I just dived into stuff and didn't think much about it because I didn't analyze this thing happening to me. But now I know that this is probably some kind of brain damage of mine because I get totally obsessed with a thing. For example, I can get obsessed with finding the best deal for threads, for example, so I can waste an entire day looking for the best deal. And another time it can be, I need that washi tape roll, and I can go over dead bodies to get it. In this case, it was this paper collection from Cocoa Vanilla, and it was totally, it was not a new series or a new collection. So a lot of companies that I found that carried this collection, they had sold out at the time when I got my eyes on it. And I pretty much looked all over the place, and it costs a lot of money to ship from Australia, and it costs even more to ship from the States, and it costs just enormous amount of money just finding a special collection that you want. And I was working to find this a special collection for weeks, and then I finally found it in UK. And I got a really lovely contact there with a lady who owned a little scrapbooking store, and I had problems ordering. It was problems with the payment, and it was just a lot of problems. But then I finally got it, and I got a die cuts. You can see them in this layout as well. And yeah, it's beautiful, but it's not that beautiful. It was not at all worth all the trouble I went through just to get my hands on it. It was it's a beautiful summer collection, but yeah, it's just one among other beautiful summer collections. But now I have it, and I will of course I will use it, I think that this process, or this endeavor that I went through to find it, I think that it opened my eyes to this obsession kind of thing happening to me from time to time. It's not. I feel like that this obsession, it never gets in touch with reason in any way, and it's kind of stupid, and sometimes I just regret putting so much effort into whatever it might be, finding or buying or paying or whatever it is. And perhaps with age I will become more aware of this problem of mine, because it's not healthy. It's not a sound way of doing things. I have made a title, and this one is really beautiful, I think, in some kind of script font, and it's Studio Aquarelle. It doesn't mean anything. It was just two beautiful words next to each other, and a studio, it might be a place where you can sit and do your art, and aquarelle is my technique, so of course it's nothing taken out of thin air, but yeah, I just loved the words, and I loved that I got the opportunity to use the Q. It's a beautiful letter, I think. I made a boo-boo when I was measuring for my floral frame, and I ended up having very little of that blue around my photo block. And this was the main reason why I didn't like this layout when it's done. But I had done so much damage to that paper that I felt that I didn't want to go back and make another attempt. But this was totally not the idea from the beginning. And when I started just placing random die cuts on top of the photo block, yeah, it looks like something. Yeah, I don't know. But at least I'm not pleased with the result as it turned out. But I'm very happy that this part of our vacation is in our album right now, because it was so relaxing, and it was so learning. It was a very, very good learning experience, and I felt that I got a lot better during the vacation. Here are the close-up of the faces, and so you can see what I did. And just to be able to sit outside and paint, that was lovely. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye.